Hey VC, it's Ron again. Yep. So I want to thank everybody that watched my video from last night. I really appreciate it. My son really had a blast doing that, and if you haven't watched it yet, look it up because it was a lot of fun for me and him to go through the list, those 20 questions about vinyl and vinyl collecting and everything else. So I'm doing this video right now to show you what I got for my birthday a couple weeks ago because it's been sitting on the shelf. I'm ready to put it in to my organization, but until then I want to show it off. And so the first three albums I mail ordered for my birthday, so I ordered them a little ahead of time, so they came in. Actually, I think most of them came in on my birthday. And then the other ones I had taken and picked up at the local record shop on my birthday. So me and my family went out on my birthday. First place we went, record shop. So let's get moving. So I own all of these guys' CD, but I don't own any of their vinyl until now. So Bloodgood, man, just killer Christian heavy metal band from the 80s, from Seattle. So I got to see them many times over there, usually at Lincoln High School, I believe it was, and very intimate, real fun. I've gotten to chat with all of these guys and some of the other members that are not part of the group anymore, but they got back together last several years, and Oz Fox is playing with them now, which I like Oz Fox because he's a guitar player for Striper, which I slightly like Striper. But I think it was Heavy Metal Ron that did an episode on glam bands from the 80s, right? These guys would totally fall into that. They've got the look, totally. But just heavy, screaming metal, and it's just killer. Some of the songs on this album are Stand in the Light, Demon on the Run, Anguish and Pain, What's Following the Grave, which ends up as a three-part medley of songs that they do, and I'll get to that when we look at the next album. But yeah, just killer band. If you've never heard Bloodgood, look them up. Just 80s metal all the way. So that gets me to the second one, their second album, Detonation. Yep, artwork killer. These are the kind of albums, even if I didn't know who this band was, I'd buy this right away because it's like, wow, that's sweet, that's really cool. Back to just the painting, the artwork, the drawing, and there you go. They're even more glam looking now. So look at that sun, man. That's so cool. Sorry, little rabbit trail, because it's been just pouring down rain, and now I got sun all over me. This is pretty cool. So, but yeah, Bloodgood. The songs on this, Battle of the Flesh, Self-Destruction, Alone and Suicide. What an impactful song that was. Eat the Flesh. Now, when you get to Crucify and the Messiah, those are the two songs that they do. Crucify, Messiah, and then What's Following the Grave. And they put on a small production play when they do it a lot of times, and it's pretty emotional. So, all right, Detonation, killer album. So now the third album. Something I was going to say about the members of the band. The first album, so the name Bloodgood comes from Michael Bloodgood, who is the bass player. He is right there. And then three members have been very strong through the first several albums, right? You got Michael Bloodgood, and now you've got Mark Welling. He's the drummer. Les Carlson, which is the blonde. He's a singer. He's always been the singer. And then David Safiro, who is just a phenomenal guitarist. I've got some of his solo work. He ended up doing a lot of production, producing a lot of different bands too, and just great musician. So on the first album, they had a drummer, JT Taylor, yeah, and he only lasted that one album with them. So, but third album, Rock in a Hard Place, just killer. There's nothing to see on the back, but just a great band. A little more about Bloodgood, a little connection that I have with them is that they had a drummer for a little while towards the end of their in the 90s when they were kind of wrapping up. They did a Live in Germany album, and the drummer that played with them on that tour, Paul Rohrbach. I'm getting old. Paul Rohrbach, right? So he started here locally, here in Kitsap County. Him and Schrantz. Um, Golly, just I'm really having a brain fart right now. But Jeff Schrantz, yeah, local. Jeff Schrantz, guitar, just killer guitar. Him on drums, and Scott, not remembering his last name. I believe he was the one on bass. But they had a three-piece when I was in high school, and it was just really cool Rush-esque music. The band's name was Paragon, right? They put out a couple cassettes. I recorded those cassettes a few years ago on CD, and I still listen to them. In fact, I broke them out a couple weeks ago because I was chatting with Paul on Facebook just slightly because he was looking to do maybe a little gig up here with his current music up in Seattle. But I digress. So the next band that they went on to play for, Paul and Jeff went on to play in a band called Thresh. Very local, just really jam rock, man. It was grooving, really good. Kind of broke away from that the 80s metal, kind of the Rush sound. Their very first sound was total Rush knockoff. Their next sound was just heavy, straightforward heavy metal. After that, Paul went on to form a band with his brother, Dalton Rohrbach, and that band was called Grammatrain. They were here local too, and they went national, big, right? And so they got together with a singer, his name was Pete Stewart, and so they put out some just great music. Grammatrain, you can look them up. So from there, Paul went off and did some of his own stuff, Gideon's Press, and now he's doing another band, which is PJ Bostwick, I believe, and just really cool music, right? And so Pete Stewart went off with that band, from that band, and he started getting together with Jeff Tate from DC Talk and started producing albums and stuff. So they went off on their different directions. So getting back from my rabbit trail, Paul Rohrbach, grew up listening to him. I've known him for years, not on a real personal level, but just interacting as, a fan or a fellow musician or whatever. So, all right, from Bloodgood, we're moving on to some record store finds that I got on my birthday. First one, Armored Saint. Man, this band just shreds. I love them. Just every single song on here. Rising Fear, Saturday Night Special, Out of the Limb, Isolation, Chemical Euphoria, Frozen Will, Human Vulture, Book of Blood, Terror, and Underdogs, man. Just killer. Another band that has sweet artwork, right? This is a band I would buy all day long just looking at their artwork. Just killer. They also had their EP sitting on the wall. I don't know if I was willing to pay for that one yet, but I'm still looking at it. It's sitting right next to Exodus's first pressing on the wall too. So I keep looking at those every time I go in the record shop. Next, my favorite Japanese band. Man, these guys, they put out a lot of music. They shred, they rock. This is my first Loudness album that I picked up. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch more because I just love them. Killer band. Very 80s shred. Their sound changed a little bit with the times, and but they've always put out just phenomenal, tight music. Just really good, musicians. So Loudness, lightning strikes in this album. And the last album I'm going to show today, another Seattle band, Metal Church. Here's another one that I grew up listening to. These guys just thrash, man. This is this is what I call thrash. A lot of people call this couple different kinds of music just heavy metal, just rock. It's pretty close to thrash to me, but I think it's a band that could have really been a breakout band if they were involved more in the San Francisco style, whatever coming through. But they still did a really good showing. This is their second album. I am still looking to get their first one on vinyl. So yeah, Metal Church, just killer. They had the look, right? This picture was taken at Gasworks Park in Seattle. So another local connection. But so right now, that's gonna wrap it up for my birthday vinyl that I got. So stay tuned. I got many more videos coming. So I appreciate you guys watching. And like I said before, just click the like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, or not. You know, if you don't like me, just click off, go somewhere else. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings. So hey, you guys have a good night. Take care. God bless.